So this video should really be titled Melissa and Lloyd's Big Weekend. We had a big trip down south, starting off with a trip to Hampshire to drop off a rear wheel drive 6-speed sequential Quaife 69G that Melissa had in her car previously, and we'd sold it to a chap called Stuart down in Hampshire. Now, when we got down there, Stuart unfortunately wasn't very well. He picked up a bug from one of his kids and was suffering pretty badly. So Melissa and myself had to lift the gearbox and components and leave them in his kitchen, which his wife might not have been too chuffed about. But from there, we headed the next day to Kent to go and see Taryn, who is an avid collector of fast Fords, and we had sold him some WRC rear suspension, which he's going to put in one of his many cars.
But the guy who brought it into me, it was his brothers who built it. He sadly committed suicide after he sold the car, not because he sold the car. And then a few years after that, the guy who owns it now, which was his brother, managed to find it, brought it back, and then gave it to me to basically restore and do everything his brother wanted to do that he couldn't do back in the day.
So this is the original Max Power's own project car?
No, this was not the Max Power's original project car. It was the guy who had it front covered in Max Power.
Because I'm sure I mind that was a pink car from back in the day.
RS Jamie's got that now. She's bought that and that's being restored now.
So this was a featured car?
Featured car, front cover in 4 magazines.
Wow. And you're going to bring it back to its former glory?
Yeah. Brand new Mark 1 Focus RS engine going in it. And everything nut and bolt really restored.
Something special. So from Kent, we headed up to Daventry for the pre-season dinner and dance, which incorporates the 2023 awards with the modified Fords. We shared a table with the 2023 Super A points champion Piers Warwick, the family and friends. And a big thanks to all the organisers for a great night, and to Rob Lewis for doing a great job as Master of Ceremonies. Much fun was had by all. The next morning we just had one more stop to make, and that was to see Matthew Lewis in Cheshire to pick up some side skirts for our race car. Matthew has a F2 Maxi kit car that he built about 10 years ago that he's out competing with, and it has all the period correct components that he's sourced from Gordon Spooner Engineering, and he's got the panels which originate from the original moulds from the Gwyndaf Evans car. So it's quite some piece of kit, his car, and most of the Maxis that you'll see out and about today, those panels will probably have originated through Matthew. So, busy weekend, 1,000 miles travelled, lots of things dropped off, lots of things picked up, but great fun for Melissa and I.